Were you always called Future?
Nope.
What was your name back then?
Meathead.
I thought I heard Meathead come out.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm that. So,
Yeah, they call me Meathead, you know what I'm saying? It's just Future just came about, but at the same time, man, it's good to be here.
But you were the Future at that time.
They always said it, even when I came to the dungeon, because I was the youngest one around. I'm young. I always been the youngest in the dungeon. So if everybody in the dungeon, they all older than me, 5, 10 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there at 19, 20, they fucking 29, 31 years old. They got kids and lives and houses. I'm still living house to house, just moving around, trying to find my way.
I had lost my house to dungeon. I was staying at Dungeonese. And I remember he came, like, could come out there and see me. Because I couldn't see him a lot. Because it was like I wouldn't have had the house that he was staying in. So he came by and brought me the first mix CD or whatever. Told me putting it out. And it didn't blow up as much. But within 30 days, he put out No Mercy. He was mad. Y'all didn't respond the way he wanted to. From that point, every different girl I was dating, you know, they had daughters around 14, 15. I'm hearing my cousin in the other room. He got them old. I'm hearing his voice. I'm like, oh, and that felt better than anything. I always knew he was a star. I love myself. But he has the same pedigree. Like he's tall, he has a good smile, like he can talk to you. So those things was there. It was just like, can you stand or can you deal with it not happening as fast as you want?
Right.
Can you deal with that part? Can you stay
patience?
Yeah, but also confident. But still believing. Not like sometimes you'll get dormant. You get so patient, you'll just be waiting for somebody to give you something.
When Rocco dropped this Wildlife mixtape, and I had a song on Wildlife, I was like, after this, I'm gonna drop another mixtape in another month, cause I was like, I wanna build off this momentum. The first time I had dropped on Swag Season, I went away, went back to the streets, started hustling, and I was like, man, next time I get an outlet, I'm gone. So he just got that little window, and I had a little feature on his mixtape. He put one of my songs on his mixtape, and about 2 months later they started. So I'm like, man, okay.
He shouted you out on one of them too.
Yeah, like the people who know me from that. I'm finna build off that. If it's just 300 people that know me, I'm finna have 300 fans. So I started with 1,000, then started building from 1,000. I started No Mercy, like I'm gonna drop the next 2 months. Dropped another mixtape 2 months. Then No Mercy started catching, and I had Watch This. I made a song called Watch This, and then it would start bubbling on the mix show. And in December, I had made, like the beginning of December, I made Racks on Racks. And then it just changed everything, like 1,000, they didn't even know I did 1,000 No Mercy because this song, like the #1 song in the country, they didn't know who Future was. They just knew YC. It was YC song.
YC record.
Yeah, so it was like, so I done did 3 mixtapes. So I was like, man, how do I put myself in this position to capitalize off this record? I knew he wasn't gonna drop a mixtape because he was just in the frenzy of just having a #1 record. So I was like, man, in January, I was like, man, I'm gonna just drop this Dirty Sprite and put Racks on Dirty Sprite. So I put Racks on Dirty Sprite. So people like, they hear the sound is familiar through the whole record, like through the whole Dirty Sprite. Like, man, he has to be the one who wrote the song because it sounded like him through his whole mixtape. So I had to give him a whole body of music for them to understand, and just to go back to Monster, to skip all the way to Monster. That's what I knew I had to do with Monster, was like to reconnect back from Honest. I knew after Honest, and I had to move that dope. I had the shits and a lot of big records, but it was like, man, how do I connect back with the fans? I'm finna go through this breakup. I know they're gonna get on me about this. They're gonna start doing this on the emojis on my pages, thinking I can't come back, saying it's a curse, you can't come back from this, because at the point, I had got to a point in my life where my relationship was bigger than my music. And it really just like killed me. I was like, man, they don't even care about my music no more. They care about if I'm on the red carpet, the next dinner date, and like, what date we about to get married, what's the next time, what's the next big ring, what's the next big gift I'm gonna buy. So it just started thinking about my relationship, and it just started getting big in the blogs. I was like, that's not who I am. It's just, I've been creative, I've been setting trends, I've been setting music, I made music, like I wrote all the music. I'm telling people about their different projects. I've always been like sort of an artist, producer, writer, you know what I'm saying? Because I done been a part of different artists that was R&B or whether it's rap. I done been the one who, in the behind the scene, that write the music, actually come up with some of the music, some of the melodies. So I was just like, man, I wanted to get back into that lane, and was just like, man, I'm not doing no interviews so I can explain it. I want people to think whatever they want to think about me. and then I want to make music, and then I want my fans to be able to connect with me and know it's real, you know what I'm saying? Before I just do interviews and people looking at you and they like trying to detect your flaw through the camera, you know what I mean? So it's just like I stayed away from Instagram, didn't do interviews, and just started dropping Monster. When I dropped Monster, we went overseas. And I was like, I'm not doing no interviews. It's a good thing because I don't have to be in the States. I'm all the way in Sydney. I'm in fucking Germany or some shit now. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on back in the States. So it was a good thing we went overseas, came back, and Esco was locked up. He had my hard drive. I had to make new music. So I was just like, I'm gonna make Beast Mode because I don't know when he getting out. And I'm making Beast Mode, dropping it. I wasn't planning dropping Beast Mode. It's just me being self-driven and just never stopping. It just triggered me making Beast Mode. Like, I'm gonna drop Beast Mode. As soon as I dropped Beast Mode, 2 days later after it came out, Esco got out. Like 56 nights. And for 56 days, I was like, man, we gotta capitalize off a negative, just your situation. I don't want you to live like 20 years from now, they like, what you remember about 56 nights and you remember Dubai. Like, we're gonna remember March Madness came from that. We're gonna remember Trap Niggas came from that. We're gonna remember it set up for Dirty Sprite 2. Won a mixtape of the year. It's so much positive came about out of him being in jail, you know what I'm saying? I would never made 56 nights if he wouldn't went to jail. I would never made Beast Mode if he went to jail. Dirty Sprite 2 would have never been an album. Like Trap Niggas probably would have I would have never did Trap Niggas or March Madness when it came out. Certain records, I would never even got a chance to do Real Sisters. So I'm knowing like his sacrifice is just like a big sacrifice for me. To go to the next level was Esco getting locked up, you know what I'm saying?
When you wake up before you brush your teeth, you grab your scrap, nigga. Only time you get down on your knees, show a crowd, nigga. Fuck what you heard, God blessing all the trout, niggas. God blessing all the trout, niggas. When you wake up before you brush your teeth, you grab your scrap, nigga. Only time you get down on your knees, show a crowd, nigga. Fuck what